I just wanted to give people the opportunity who felt as though they might be affected by the benefits to come along today and find out exactly how. And you know, it's a big complex area, so what I thought I'd do as well is invite the agencies along. So we've had the Citizens Advice Bureau, Job Centre Plus has been here, we've had the Welfare Rights Unit from Durham County Council who've been here, the National Housing Federation, and also Live In, which is the big social housing provider in the Sedgefield area. And they've all been able to give advice. Some of the advice I don't think, you know, people want to hear, but it's just the way the government's drawn up the new legislation, and we're just going to make sure that we can help as many people as we possibly can.
Well, obviously CAB has been inundated with clients of late, and it's been increasingly difficult to meet that demand, and as a result of that we're more than happy to come along today as a chance to engage with our clients in our communities and a chance for our staff to try and see those clients and answer the questions and the queries that they've had.
But what we're finding is that I've come across today, the big issue was the bedroom tax, which is the under occupancy rules, which says that if you're a couple and you live in a 2-bedroom bungalow, for example, provided by Live In, and your housing benefit, your housing benefit is going to be cut by 14% because you're deemed to only use 1 bedroom. Or if you've a couple living in a 3-bedroom house, you get your benefit cut by 25%. And it doesn't take into consideration things like that additional bedroom might be used for a carer, or maybe because of disability that the couple have to sleep in separate bedrooms, or it doesn't take into consideration that, you know, the grandchildren might be coming around to stay because to allow their parents to go to work.
Generally speaking, do you think this is a worrying time for people?
I think it's a very worrying time for people. I think the welfare reform in general is causing a lot of concern. I think the increase of client numbers for us is steadily rising already, and I think we're due to see that increase all the more. We've seen an increase in the number of clients trying to get through to us on the telephone, 100% in the last 2 months alone, and I think that's just the start. We've also seen of late a number of clients who have sought help with just the basic inability to even sort of pay for the basics of food and utilities, electricity supplies. We've had a number of clients who have come for help and needed food vouchers. Never had that in the 21 years that I've worked for the service, so that we know that the public out there, the poverty levels are increasing. So this type of event is something that the CAB service in general really needs to engage with, because we need to take every opportunity to get out into our communities and try and see as many clients as we possibly can.
What you've got to take into consideration, a lot of the people who are affected by this have lived in these houses for 20 or 30 years. It is not a house, it is also a home. And the answer to all of this is not to penalise people because they may be deemed to have 1 too many bedrooms. It's to build more houses. And there's a shortage of one-bedroom properties in the area under Live In. For example, there's 1,600 people, 1,600 households affected by the bedroom tax, but there's only 204 one-bedroom properties. So there's a massive mismatch in properties there, and I don't know how they're going to resolve the issue. And a lot of people are going to be affected by this, and I think it's a really spiteful bit of legislation, actually.